The dark $500 trillion empire controlling the world. The Rothschild legend is the sweetest fairy tale poisoning modern minds. People desperately want to believe a single family orchestrates everything, because facing the chaotic reality of global finance is terrifying. This is the Prince's Ledger, where money, power, and history collide. Today, we strip away the conspiracy theories to examine true financial genius. It all began in the 1700s, in the dark, narrow alleys of the Frankfurt Jewish ghetto. Mayor Amschel Rothschild wasn't plotting world domination, he was trading rare coins just to survive. The red shield hanging above his modest shop would soon become the emblem of history's most formidable financial network. They didn't conquer the world with dark magic, but with an unparalleled, flawless system of information. Mayor Amschel realized early on that power weakens when centralized. So, he executed one of history's most brilliant corporate strategies. He sent his 5 sons to the 5 most powerful capitals of 19th century Europe: London, Paris, Frankfurt, Vienna, and Naples. This wasn't just a family business, it was the world's first decentralized banking and intelligence network. Instead of risking their gold to highway robbers on dangerous roads, kings trusted the credit system established by these 5 brothers. But their ultimate, lethal weapon wasn't money, it was data. They built a private courier network across Europe. The outcome of any political crisis or war reached their desks days before it reached the king's palaces. In that era, getting information just one day early was a weapon far more destructive than today's high-frequency trading algorithms. The heart of the Rothschild mythology lies in the Battle of Waterloo. Legend claims Nathan Rothschild learned of the British victory before anyone else, caused a panic on the London Stock Exchange, and bought everything for pennies. The reality is different, yet far more ruthless. Thanks to his flawless courier network, Nathan truly did receive the news hours before the government. But instead of a cheap stock market trick, he quietly accumulated British government bonds at a massive discount. When the victory was officially announced, the value of those bonds skyrocketed into the stratosphere. On that day in 1815, Nathan didn't just cement his family's status among the ultra-rich, he personally wrote the rules of the modern international bond market. From then on, empires needed Rothschild capital to wage war. So why don't we see them on the Forbes billionaires list today? Conspiracy theorists claim they hide their wealth, but economic history reveals a much colder truth: generational dilution and corporate evolution. Over 150 years, this massive fortune was divided among hundreds of descendants and sub-branches. 2 world wars, the nationalization of private estates, brutal taxation, and redrawn borders slowly eroded their absolute monopoly. More importantly, the rules of global finance mutated. The era of dynastic family banks was replaced by faceless, trillion-dollar institutional behemoths like Vanguard and BlackRock. The Rothschilds remain a wealthy family with respected investment banks today. But the idea that they still rule the world from a smoke-filled room is simply a nostalgic bedtime story invented by the financially illiterate. The human mind is hardwired to believe that global economic crises and geopolitical shifts are meticulously planned by 5 men smoking cigars around a mahogany table. Why? Because accepting the actual truth is far more terrifying. Today, the world is not run by a single bloodline. It is ruled by algorithms, complex corporate webs of anonymous shareholders, and tech monopolies that own your data. The Rothschild myth is a brilliant 19th century financial reality distorted into a 21st century ghost story. The true masters of the modern world no longer hide behind a red shield. They exist in the terms of service you blindly accept, your screen time, and your digital footprint. To understand how real power changes shape, subscribe to the Prince's Ledger, because the ledger never lies.